was extremely smart, extremely beautiful. I hope her husband doesn't beat me up for saying that. And I look forward to reading her book. I read.
You should. It's very.
I read
funny.
How to Succeed with Women. It was 416 pages, and it was just.
This isn't that long.
I grudged it. I just dreaded it.
So I have to ask, in your act, do you actually talk about women in your act?
There's one act that's called On Women where I make fun of the vagina monologues. I have for each of my videos I have a theme. It'll say on in a library or on at a family reunion. There's 54 shows. I'm the only comedian that's never repeated a joke, and I'm not being arrogant. I'm just wondering, just for peace of mind, to see how far someone like me could take. How far is it? I was on the radio in Washington. They said if I get to 100, that I could get back on the radio. So I'm just wondering, can I get to 100? What will happen? Nick was saying, I have something lined up in L.A., and I was, ironically, Carrie was talking about Smokey Robinson, and I was asked by Smokey Robinson's some band member, his son's band member or something. His name is Larry Yates, to be on a TV show. And I was also offered the main reason I'm moving out there is I was offered a TV contract for I Never Repeat a Joke. And it's been, I hope I'm not all over the place, but just
No, hold on, Ramzy. Hold on, Ramzy.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. I totally was going to talk about that in your introduction, and the fact that you're a comedian who actually doesn't repeat his jokes, and that's very rare. So explain to our audience why you never tell the same joke twice.
Yeah, honestly, Louis C.K. says jokes are like food. Maybe that goes to that expression, food for thought or whatever. He said that, his jokes spoil, and that's why he comes up with new material. The only joke I've ever repeated was in video 32 and video 33, because I repeated it, and it was, I went to a Tommy Davidson comedy show, and Tommy said, do you guys know Tommy Davidson?
Oh, yeah, from Booty Call?
Booty Call, SNL, yeah. Greatest, he's just, oh man, he's my favorite. I love him. This is just a joke though. So I really did go to a show, but the joke is, I went to a show, he invited me backstage, and he said, Ramzy, you better be funny or I'm going to punch you in the face. And I said, Tommy, isn't that blackmail? And do you get it?
I get it. Yes, I do.
Sorry, I kind of talk fast. So the audience was roaring with laughter. The second time, I don't even know what happened, but it didn't pack the same punch, and it was that joke where I decided that I'm not gonna repeat. It was up until that joke, my show was called How to Become a Comedian, and then up from 33 on to 54. I just finished my 54th show last month. I've never, or it's been called I Never Repeated a Joke, but which is ironic because I teach it. I teach my comedy online.
Really? So you have like an instructional video? Kind of like
no, I got hired. Isn't that crazy? I don't even have a bachelor's or a teaching degree. Yeah, I got hired to teach comedy.
So who hired you?
Classes You Value. It's in Hawaii.
What is that? I swear to God,
it's an online school. It's like Rosetta Stone. It's like an online school. I could have 150 students, and I just talk about how to succeed as a comedy writer. That's the title of the class. But we haven't gone live yet. If anybody's listening and they want to sign up and they're going to whatever cyv.com, you might see my trailer. You might see my trailer, but you're not gonna. You can't sign up until next month, until after I move, because I can't teach right now. I'm in the middle of, packing up everything in my house.
Instead of packing the audience, you're packing your house right now, right? Sorry, I'm just making a joke myself.
No, I'm glad Ty is laughing though. I have a question for Ty.
Yes, go ahead.
Have you ever been to Thailand? You tell people, hey, what are you doing here? This is my land. This is Thailand. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I gotta ask like
Ty, what's the capital of Thailand? Bangkok.
What are you, the third grade?
Hey, get out of here.
I'm sweating from this. Is this all an act to make us laugh because it's so bad? I mean, I'm dying laughing right now. This is really good.
I'm losing control of the show, Ramzy. This is too funny.
It's a good bad.
Oh,
well, that's great. I mean, that's all I asked for.
No,
Ramzy, is this the act? I'm serious.
No, but I mean, if you want me to have, if you want to have me on again, or if you want to, I've been sending sound bites to Prague Palace Radio, to Where Hollywood Hides, and to Real Talk Radio in Atlanta. They ask for sound bites, and I send them, either PG-13 or, and also Gotta Love Life Radio. I've sent them all free sound bites. And
what do you say in these sound bites?
What's that?
What do you say in these sound bites?
Oh, well, they're just, if they want 60 seconds or however long they want, I'll just tell them, I'll just squeeze in as many jokes as possible in 60 seconds or in, however long.
On a more serious note, Ramzy, I'm going to try to reel us in here.
Oh, my God, I'm sweating.
I know I'm dying here. You remind me somewhat of kind of like a Stephen Wright character, very dry, very deliberate.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
I said you remind me.
I love the way he said heiress.
Yeah. Who are your influences? I heard you say Groucho Marx on one show.
Oh, you did? Yeah. No, I love Stephen Wright. I said Groucho Marx. I said Jim Carrey and Sinbad on another show because they don't swear.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No. Do you use profanity in your act?
Well, I'll be honest. So I'm Middle Eastern, but I'm an Arab Christian. But no matter, I mean, like 4% of the Middle East is Christian, or from where I'm from, and so, but we get tied in, and so, I don't want anybody to dislike my material. So right off the bat, I want to reach as broad of an audience as possible. So I censor myself. But I really have no choice because I have 1,500 Sweises total. I have a huge family, and they're some of my biggest supporters. I did a family reunion that was probably the greatest learning experience. It was definitely the greatest learning experience.
So you wouldn't drop
the
F word.
2 months ago.
Even if we asked you to say the F word, you wouldn't say it. Say it, man.
If I have Tourette's syndrome,
say fuck. Do it. You'll feel good.
It's got to flow.
You
Can't do it. You got to respect the kid. Have you given us any of your material tonight, or is this all one big joke?
I honestly, I have this. I just wrote this awesome joke. Can I, if you don't mind, I share it?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, cool. So I was just reading on CNN that by the year 2060, and do not be disheartened, just as a spoiler, do not be sad. All right, by the year 2060, there's going to be no more redheads. They make up. Isn't that terrible? It's like, what are we waking up for, But anyway, well, there's 1 to 2%.
What are we waking up for?
In Ireland, it's 13%, but in other countries, it's 1 to 2%, which is why you probably only know 1 or 2 redheads. But Conan, thankfully we have, he's still here. But it's just it's a little depressing,
Yeah.
We got to help the redheads out.
So the ginger is an extinct. It's in danger. Is it on the extinct list? It's in danger of
by
going
2060.
You're forgetting Carrot Top, Ramzy.
Oh, he is so fucking annoying. Oh. Will you say fuck, Ramzy, please? Just one time.
It's got to be in the joke.
He won't.
All right, tell us a joke with the F. Go ahead.
Hold on. All right, maybe I have one. Maybe the F word's in
here.
Here
we go.
All right, so there's two dads. There is. I think there's definitely an F word in there. So there's two dads walking on a beach. These two neighbors, and they're about to separate to their beach homes. and they see it. One of the dads stops the other dad, and they look down in the sand, and he sees in the sand. He's like, "Why the hell is your?" He grabs the dad by the shoulder. He's like, "Why the hell is your son's name peed in the sand?" And the dad's like, "What? You know, we pee our names in the sand all the time. What's the big fucking deal?" And the guy's like, "That's my daughter's handwriting."
Oh.
All right, Ty.
Oh, you're like Henny Youngman. Remember Henny
I'm
Youngman?
gonna write that down.
Ramzy,
No, I don't write that down.
You don't know Henny Youngman? Okay. On that note, Ramzy, in all seriousness,
We might have him back.
we might have you back. This has been, I will say this, I'm being truthful here, this may have been the most interesting 15 minutes of my life.
Yeah, it was definitely odd, peculiar. Yeah.
I can't describe it, but we're glad you came on with us. We're glad you're a member of the Beats and Eats Facebook.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We may have you back.
Thank you, Nick and Ty. You guys are fantastic. Yeah, and you guys could catch more of me. I don't know if you guys are going to hang up now, but you can catch more of me. All you got to do is type in "I never repeat a joke." Everything will blow up. Like I said, it's 54 shows, and you could see the evolution or if I'm getting worse, but you could tell me whatever. I never repeat a joke or Ramzy Sweis, either one.
I see it. He is right. I never repeat a joke, and there he is. Thanks, Ramzy.
Thanks, Ramzy. Thanks for being on the
thanks,
show.
Ty. Thanks, Nick.
You bet. Take care, buddy.
Bye.
Wow.
I think that was the act.
If it was the act, it was pretty damn good.
Because I haven't friggin' laughed. I'm sorry about the profanity, but I haven't laughed so hard. I mean, because he was terrible.
Oh, but that was the beauty of it.
I want to have him back on.
It was so bad, and for a guy like yourself who says he doesn't like comedy, you're like pissing your pants.
Because it was just terrible. I couldn't tell where the jokes were. I mean, I mean that in all kindness because he made me laugh. I mean, I really think I want to have this guy back. We might have to start a segment with this guy just to, I don't know. I don't even know. Lighten me up.
Like Ramsey's Corner or something like that where we do like 30 seconds and he tells like a joke?
Yes. Maybe
or how about he attempts to tell a joke and it's so bad it's funny.
Dude, was he doing that on purpose?
He had to be.
I think it's part of his routine because I did type in "I never repeat a joke," and he's plastered all over there.
He had to be, and he just said he got a gig in L.A., right?
Well, I say a lot of things too. Come on.
Yeah, and I do too. So, wow. How do we follow this up?
Go to break and then let's take callers.
Yeah, I think that's a fine idea. Let's go to break and we'll be right back with your phone calls on Beats and Eats, a speechless Ty Ray and Nick Gelso.
Beats and Eats will return after this word from our sponsor.
Welcome back to Beats and Eats. Ty Ray Nick Gelso in the virtual lounge on a Monday. That song, Nick, is from one of my favorite movies of all time. That Thing You Do. Do you remember that one with Tom Hanks?
Haven't seen it, but I definitely like the sounds there.
Good stuff.
Oh, man, I'm just trying to recover.
I don't think you can.
Holy cow.
That was so awful.
I think it was intentional.
But awful in a good way. Awful in a good way.
Yeah, I think it was intentional. Let's just chalk it up to being intentional.
Should we take a caller? Maybe try to get our mind off of it?
It's up to you, man. I mean, we got another 708.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's go to 708. This has got to be a friend of Ramzy, right?
I would think so.
Got to be.
We could get the lowdown on him, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, friend of Ramzy, you're on Beats and Eats with Ty and Nick.
Hi, my name is Brent Kinfish. I'm Ramzy's business partner.
What?
What's
up? What's up, man? Go ahead.
So I have a I've been working with Ramzy